Now, what do you guys think of this? Always passing on the question to you guys.
Well, I can't exactly refuse an offer like that, can I? Hello, PewDiePie. My name's David. You don't know me, and you probably won't even watch this video. But pretending this is a conversation is a nice way to frame it and structure the video, so, let's do it that way. So, you decided to talk about the Ralph Retort, and this is a topic that I am, to my dismay, very familiar with. And so I think you're kind of woefully uninformed on the topic, and so I think I would just like to correct some things on this video.
Now, back to the Ralph Retort. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I know they have extremist people on there. I know they debate pretty insane things. But I also know that they do good things as well. They did this charity live stream where they raised $26,000 for St. Jude's Hospital, which is to help kids with cancer. So, you know, it's something positive at least.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that, and that's for two reasons. Number one, Ethan Ralph is a depressingly cynical bastard and probably never expected the money to go to the kids in the first place. He was doing this for a PR reason. He was doing this for outrage marketing, so he can promote himself, not to help the kids. The kids do not matter to him. And two, why would he not expect the money to go to St. Jude's in the first place? Well, that's because charities can't always take every single donation they take in. Sometimes they have to refuse donations when it comes from unethical sources, basically. So, for example, a children's charity is not going to take money from NAMBLA, the pedo group, because obviously that could be argued to be incentivizing people like that to become more prominent, to give them PR and promote their image and stuff like that. And, well, basically it incentivizes groups like that to get bigger, and that's not something they want to do. That would cause more harm than the people it would help. That's the situation there. Do you know what actually happened on the live stream, Pewds? Of course you didn't. You didn't actually watch it. You said you didn't really know much about it, but you sort of brush over this part. And this part is really important.
I know they have extremist people on there.
Here's one of those extremist guests.
He's quite an interesting chap. He made that comment about who owns the media. It seems as if he was covertly naming the Jew. I mean, that's what I've come on here to do. That's what I to name the Jew. That's why you know Jordan Peterson is either an idiot or he's a liar, because he either genuinely doesn't know that the Jews are playing this huge role in destroying Western civilization, or he does know and he's lying about it.
That was former member of BNP Youth Group, and I'm going to use that naughty N-word that you're not allowed to call people on YouTube anymore, neo-Nazi Mark Collette. And there he is discussing Jewish conspiracy theories, like Nazis do. And so here's the thing. What was actually discussed on this stream, if someone like that was on there? Because when you hear...
I know they debate pretty insane things.
Crazy stuff. You get ideas of chemicals in the water making the freaking frogs gay, or the New World Order, or the Illuminati, or like ancient aliens and ghost stories. What was actually discussed?
To me, I probably shouldn't even go here, but you know what? It's the kill stream. Even though it's the heal stream, it's still a kill stream. They suggested, our good friend Kraut and T. He's a good friend of the show. He recently put out a series on the Holocaust, or started his series on the Holocaust, and they suggested that we should have a Holocaust debate here on the Hill stream. I don't know if that's appropriate, but
I'll do it.
Holocaust denial. That was what they were talking about. They spent several hours talking about how the Holocaust didn't happen on that stream. And only one person provided serious pushback, and that was this guy.
What is there to debate about the Holocaust?
Atheism is unstoppable. Devin Tracy. He might have been the most reasonable and ethical person on that stream, and he once screamed at, doxed, and stalked a 14-year-old kid for calling him a racist on the internet. Think about this from the perspective of St. Jude's. There's a reason why they wouldn't want to take the money, isn't there? And you know why they wouldn't want to take the money, because you understand why YouTube wouldn't want to take the money.
Like I said, if YouTube takes 30% of that, either way, it doesn't look good for them.
So, you get that YouTube wouldn't want to be associated with this stuff. But then, why would a charity want to be associated with this stuff? They don't want to become profiteers off of open anti-Semitism. Especially during, like, this day and age. I think actually Meta could put it best. If they were profiting off this, media would flip its shit. I mean, the Wall Street Journal's a right-wing publication, but that's beside the point. Weeks after a terrorist attack at a synagogue that left 11 dead, do you really think it would be a good idea to start taking donations of $14.88 from a YouTuber whose Discord server has people praising that very mass shooting? They knew the money was not going to be taken. They knew that they couldn't take it. It was tainted by the Holocaust denial stream, and it would have scared off bigger donors. It wasn't some kind of honest, charitable donation. It was an attempt to fuck with a charity for kids with cancer under the guise of a fundraiser. They showed a bunch of kids with cancer $26,000, and they said, hey, we're going to pay for your chemo. Psych! No, we're not, because we're really scummy people. That's not good. There's nothing good about that. There is no charity involved here. And I wanted that to be a bit of a preamble to the point I'm going to make next, because I wanted that context beforehand. It's a small point, and it's earlier in the video where Pewd talks about the offensive super chats.
Now, a lot of these messages, they're offensive. They are made to be shocking, and the donation is a way to kind of justify it. I mean, this is just me explaining it to an adult that doesn't understand, or someone that doesn't understand the internet, I would say.
Now, I don't want to say that you were intentionally downplaying the sincerity of a lot of the racist shit that's said online, but it kinda sounds like it. And I just don't think that attitude is a good idea to have nowadays, because the amount of shit that's gone down, it's just not working. I mean, you can say that white Sharia is just a meme until someone screams it at the top of their lungs while driving a car into a crowd of people and killing someone. You can say race war is just a meme until they go and stab a black man and kill him to try and start one. Or shoot up a church full of black people to try and start one. You can say Jews run the world is just a meme until someone shoots up a synagogue and kills 11 people because of it. We can't just assume that this racist shit is a joke by default anymore. The internet's not like that these days, if it ever was.
This also resulted into Ralph Retort's channel getting removed, which I hate because why?
Why? That's actually quite a good question. I mean, for one, I personally think fucking with a children's charity to generate online controversy is enough to have him taken off. And it was enough for YouTube. But maybe it's not enough for you. Maybe it's not enough for you, dear viewer, either. Well, here's a quick crash course in some of the stuff he's done. I exposed his Discord server engaging in false flagging campaigns of his critics. And in response, he didn't ban the flaggers, he had them make burner accounts with temporary emails. So he was basically providing cover for them. And then he spent the next 15 kill streams whinging about me and digging into my mum's social media, because harassing the families of YouTubers who criticize you is totally not against the terms of service. The guy is heavily chummy with doxers, including Wild Goose, who doxed Sargon of Akkad, and Ebola Serial, who's one of his mutuals, who doxed Kraut and T's mum, along with spending his time threatening young women with rape via knife. His Discord buddies were also digging into the families of other YouTubers too, such as Monday Matt's wife. There's regularly docs and false flagging ops in his chat, which when someone informed him of, he blocked them. And that's just in the past couple months. He's been at this for years. This guy is engaging in borderline criminal harassment of YouTubers to either get them on his show or to shut them up. Even if, according to his Discord server, that means driving them to suicide. Or making fun of YouTubers for having stillborns. Ethan Ralph is a man who does not deserve a platform. He's not just regularly breaking TOS on every site he uses, he's also probably also breaking his parole. Did I mention he's on parole for assaulting a police officer? Now, like he said, Pewds, you didn't know about any of this, so I actually don't hold any of that against you. It concerns me that you had such strong opinions on this despite not knowing anything, but at the end of the day, I get it. You don't like the Wall Street Journal. The mainstream media has also put out a lot of smears about YouTubers in the past, and I personally went through it. I had so much shit thrown at me by mainstream publications, so I fully understand where you're coming from on that. The Wall Street Journal article on your Fiverr joke was hilariously unfair, but a broken clock is right twice a day. And in this case, the Wall Street Journal is right about Ethan Ralph. In fact, they don't know the half of it. I guess, at the end of the day, the only thing the kill stream ever really killed was itself.